It's not always a good thing just to be in good soil and produce 30. Not when you're capable of 60 or 100. Good is often the enemy of great. And some of us, we're satisfied with the good, and God's screaming at you, stop it. I created you for greatness. Why are you settling for good, son? It ain't about goodness. Get your greatness. I created you to follow me in my lineage. And son, I'm great. Dare to be so. Quit resting on your morals. Quit resting in this goodness that you think, I'm saved, so what? And you ain't doing nothing with it. Get some fire in you. Get some salt in you. You are the light of the earth. Stoke it up. And dare to rise to your capabilities, to what your God, to your Christ has called you to. Oh, you got faith? Cool. I'm going to show you my faith by what I do. You settling for the 30, son, you could have a 60 or 100 if you put your hands to the plow. Listen to me. God calls us to put foot to faith. Why? Because where you start is not where you're supposed to end. There is a rise that is supposed to happen in here. So if you settle for 30, that's on you. And some of you surely will. But some of y'all got a little bit more inside of you. You hear a Holy Spirit testifying to you that you are meant for more than even this. And this is pretty good. But it ain't great yet. He says, I got greater for you, but you're going to have to put your hand to the plow and put to faith, and you're going to have to step out and walk it a little bit. You're going to have to put a little determination in yourself that wants a 60, that wants 100. You know what the difference is between the different crops produced? Between the harvest? A want to. It's what it is. It's a want to. Those who want 60 produce 60. Those who aren't satisfied with 30 or 60, want 100, will produce 100. Why? Because God will give you all you're willing to get. He ain't a respecter of persons. Listen to me. Anybody that wants to produce and really produce, he's begging you to ask for it. Isn't that what Jesus said? The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Pray to the owner of the harvest that he might send out more workers. Why? Because there ain't many that do it. They settle, they complacent, they content. But we need people who aren't, who say, just give me one more soul. I gotta have them. I ain't content with 30. Give me 60, God. And when they get 60, it ain't enough. Why? Because I'm still in the vineyard working. I ain't back in heaven yet. I can't be satisfied. Give me one more, God. Why? Because I ain't dead and gone yet. I can do something else. My hand can put to the plow one more time. I can go one more day, one more row. I can get one more soul. Raise your standards of your God. Dare to ask big. Listen to me. If you asking God for stuff that you could do, you ain't asking big enough. Anybody can take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? But you got to ask so big that if God don't go through, it don't happen. You think we asking for nations for it? Anybody can talk to a church. Anybody can go one-on-one. But I want to go nation. Ain't nobody doing that without God. I want 100, baby, because I ain't satisfied with no 30. That may be good, but I want great. Until he take me home, I ain't relenting. This is the vineyard, and we work at just one more, God. Just one more. And that's what we're called to. Why we do it? Because we want to. We want to honor him. We want to allow his name to be known. We want to represent him as an ambassador like we're supposed to. Don't be satisfied with no 30. I don't care if you get to 60. Don't you be satisfied. For the pastors out there, you got them little country churches who got a sign outside that needs painted, fixed, hung right. Go hang it right. Quit settling for a 30 kind of existence. And get a dream inside of you for more, for a 60. Fill that congregation up. Every seat should be packed. And when that happens, pray for more. That you got to expand it. That you got to build a bigger building. That you got to have more meetings. I don't know what you got to ask for, but get a little determination inside of yourself and quit living less than what you're supposed to. 30 is not befitting. Because 30 is just good. And God's called you to great. Rise up and see what great feels like. I know it's a lost art these days. I know mediocrity is the norm, but see what greatness feels like. I'm telling you, it's pretty daggone good when you hold yourself to that standard, when you hold your God to that standard, and you ain't gonna settle for less no more once you taste it. Just taste it, that's all I'm asking. And see what happens.